What's up with the YouTube? It's Friday. I ain't got no job and I ain't got shit to do. So you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to spark up this motherfucking weed, free my mind, and make one of these good old YouTube videos right here. In today's video, we're gonna cover Vincent Brown, 22 out of Aurora, better known to the world as I Got Time Today, cuz ultimately he's from St. Louis, but he was living in Aurora, died in Aurora, and basically was left for trash, being shot and killed by a tire store one early morning. But we gonna get into that. And 3 years later, they ain't got no motives, nobody busted for the crime, none of that type of shit. But the young man lost his life way too soon. In today's video, we gonna cover, who's to blame for the young man's death. But let's get into his original video here real quick.
G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
It don't matter, pistol gang, bitch.
Right.
You got your cousin right there?
But nigga, you came up on me on some fun shit, nigga. I don't make peace with niggas that come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you, nigga. You walked up on me and set down your beer like, nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz?
Huh?
How gangster are you, nigga? I'll show you how gangster I am, nigga. You can drop off your kid and run my fade.
You ain't hearing it.
Exactly, nigga.
Savage Squad too.
I go hard, cuz. You don't want to fuck with me.
That's all I can say.
Nigga, bitch ass motherfucker, cuz.
When you see people living on the street, do you really see them?
It's just not fair.
Linnea Brown misses her son Vincent.
Sitting in a car, just being cute.
He was homeless for the last 6 years.
I was an alcoholic.
Linnea lives in a motel in Aurora after years of homelessness too.
I mean, I got sober so that I could be better for him.
Vincent Brown had a rough life on the streets and a violent death.
They told me that there was a shooting at 2:30 a.m. and my son's body was found at 10 a.m. So he laid there for almost 8 hours with people driving by.
On March 21st, next to Front Range Tires, at the busy intersection of Cornell Avenue and Peoria Street in Aurora, Vincent was shot and lay in the grass along the street for hours, like he was invisible.
It's the worst feeling ever. Not knowing if he laid there, if the cops could have saved him, if somebody had called.
He may have had a criminal record. Linnea says he was in a gang.
I would never say my son was an angel or a saint. Never.
But she says Vincent deserved to be seen.
Just because of the perception of who he was or what he did in his life, it's not okay, and it's definitely not okay to leave somebody dying on the street.
Aurora police are investigating, but after 6 weeks, Linnea says they have no leads, and she says people in the homeless community are not cooperating.
The majority of that's because they're homeless and they've got problems of their own and they don't want to talk.
Linnea now works a steady job remotely from the motel. Vincent was always welcome to stay.
This was his bed where he would sleep, and it was always made up for him. It still is.
Linnea says she was working to find them both a permanent home. A big difference in life. A big difference, Linnea says, in being seen.
Yeah, I feel if this was somebody that lived in a house with a white picket fence, it would be different.
She hopes someone watching was near Cornell and Peoria that night and realizes they may know something.
You may have just seen a car driving by. You may have just seen a car parked there. It could be something. It could lead to something.
It could lead to closure for a grieving mom.
I just want answers. I just want to know who did this and why.
Because all people deserve justice.
See, for me, when I watch this stuff with G Real right here, to me, he just another average white kid from Aurora to me personally. You know what I mean? Like, I seen many of them before. He kind of remind me of myself a little bit when I was younger, no lie. Like, and I can tell that all the people he fuck with, kick it around, they black. You know what I mean? The motherfucker that's in the video with him when he's stacking up and you can hear him in the background, clearly he black, you know what I mean? And he ain't just magically just start claiming some hood. Nah, he got put on a hood. Some black gang members probably put him on a hood and he started claiming Crip. And he thought it's perfectly fine because in Aurora, motherfucking, you got Asians, blacks, Mexicans, and you may not have as many white boys, but there are white boys out there. They may not be like thoroughbred riders. You know, you might be like from the sidelines looking in on a motherfucker and think, you know, he a weak motherfucker or he a wannabe or he wanna be black. You know what I mean? I used to always get that shit and I still do. Motherfucker be like, you wanna be black. Nah, motherfucker, I don't wanna be nothing. I'm being me. I'm who I am, motherfucker. You the one trying to be something else. Me, I flow pretty naturally in minds, you feel me? But seeing G Real, I can relate to him. I feel his struggle right there because, you know, as a young kid, he came up around motherfucking people that wasn't his skin color. You know, society may say that wasn't his culture, but clearly that's his culture. He lived in poverty. This is what comes out of poverty environments. And Aurora has a big issue with people living below the bottom line of poverty. You know what I mean? Like there's gangs, drugs, all the problems you can think of is in Aurora. And yeah, there's good, nice parts of Aurora for all y'all that want to grill me in the comments and be technical and all that shit. But let's be real though. Like Aurora has some hoods, really. And the motherfuckers I'm sure he came up around, I'm sure they was really gang members. I'm sure they was, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? There was no doubt about that, but they accepted him and they showed him love and he felt that love and thought that love was what he needed to be loyal to and what he needed to be. And he identified himself with that cause and that connection right there. But he's a young kid. I mean, damn, he was born in 1998, you know. I mean, 1998, I can remember that was some good years, 96, 97, 98, you know what I mean? He ain't even had a chance to really motherfucking live life at all. Like, you know what I mean? His life was taken way too soon. It's tragic. They just left him like trash right there by the tire store. And still to this day, as I make this video being 3 or 4 years after the youngster's death right there, nobody's ever been convicted or anything ever happened that we know of. I mean, do I think anybody in his hood or anything like that rode for him? Probably not. You know what I mean? Probably not. Knowing that, you know, maybe they did. You know, I'd love to give a benefit out there, but I don't think nothing ever came from it. You know what I mean? He was just another, you know what I mean, young kid caught up in some shit that, you know, he really didn't know too much more. You know, life ain't giving too many more options. But, you know, it's tragic because I see the youngster had a lot of talent. You know, he could sing, he could do all.
The chain where I came from. Remember them nights that we had from? Police officer pulled the gun and said, don't move. I put my hands in the air and said, don't show. See, the police officer ain't nothing but a bully with a badge, looking at you like predestined body bag. And he said, but it's the truth. They said he trying to find a reason to shoot us. And cause I let my pen say they call me a loser. And cause I keep a head cocked, they think that I sell rocks and talk locks on the L block. They wanna see me stuck on lock, that's why I'm screaming fuck the cops around the clock. Minute by minute, hour by hour, they abusing they power. I think about time that we wear them like showers. I would never change where I came from. Remember them night that we had it wrong. Police officer pulled a gun and said don't move. I put my hands in the air and said don't show. G Real, you know, keeping it easy.
He had the notoriety already from being online, right? Probably not the best notoriety. I mean, like, you know, motherfuckers use him as a meme, right? You know, like he's a joke. You know, in the looking at the situation that he went viral for, yeah, some bullshit, right? I mean, like the dude got his kid and he hella tough, you know, so forth. But you know what I mean? Like, this is normal shit in the hood, daily type of shit, though. I mean, like, you know, and nothing's fair out there in the streets. So, you know what I mean? Just because you got your kid or your baby mom with you or something like that, you know, if a motherfucker give you a pass, that's one thing. But shit, you should know if you really about that type of shit, man, anything can happen. Motherfuckers in Chicago get drilled all the time with their kids in the back seat. Like, you know, anything goes. But, you know, once again, he come out of an area where, you know, this is normal though, you know, and for me, I had to get older in life to realize this shit that I thought was normal ain't normal whatsoever, but it's normal to me because every day this is what we on, this type of time we on, but this shit is so far removed. It's antisocial behavior in a major way, but you know, who the fuck cares at the end of the day, right? Motherfuckers is cripping, blooding, they gang banging, they doing whatever the fuck they doing, but all this shit is childish shit though. You know, it's young shit, and that, like I was talking about in another video, you know, motherfuckers buy into these childish understandings at this young age and try to carry these childish understandings into their adult years if they make it that far, and you find out those childish ways don't work in these adult worlds right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just don't go together, but it's antisocial behavior, it's criminal behavior, so forth, so forth. And before I get into a spill on that and make this a 20-minute video, I'm gonna leave it at that. But, you know, I just thought today, man, we touch on, you know, the youngster from the A right here. You know, I thought it's real tragic, you know, that his body was just left there like that, you know, left, you know, like trash, you know what I mean? Like he ain't matter to no one, but here go his mama right here crying and grieving, and he meant the world to her though, you feel me? Like, that was, somebody robbed her of her son like that at a young age. He never got to see his full potential. He never got to grow into his gifts. But he had time that one day though, cuz, you know what I mean? He had that. And who's to really blame for this shit? Is it Snoop Dogg? Is it the Crips?
For us to even be like making fun of this shit is weak. And don't get it twisted. The niggas in Colorado, the niggas get it cracking, cuz. I mean, I hear a lot of shit about Colorado, Aurora, Denver, Boulder, Springs. I mean, like, crime rate is high, my nigga. Murder rate is high. Gangs is high. But, like, niggas made this little white boy famous. So, yeah, we made him a target. I mean, like, this video went viral, yeah. But, like, niggas put this shit in videos, rap songs. Like, we promoted this shit, I mean?
Nah, I blame it on the fact that ultimately that poverty line right there, that, you know, that there's not enough to go around for everybody to live above poverty and have the opportunity to be able to do all the things they should do with life. You know what I mean? To be able to, you know, go on the field trips, venture the world, you know, have the resources to find their talents and their gifts. I blame it on the situation of that right there. I don't blame it on Snoop Dogg. I don't blame it on that, even though they do promote it, but they promote it for white, black, Mexican, and everybody. You know what I mean? They make the shit look fashionably cool when they get a paycheck. You know, they're entertainers. That's the name of their game. And of course that plays into it, but would I fully blame it? Nah, he's a victim of his environment right there. And his environment failed him. His OGs, all the motherfuckers that kicked it around him and thought his little videos was cool and was motherfucking posting them and egging them on in the back, them motherfuckers to blame too though. Cause I mean, shit, they didn't pump his brakes. They didn't do none of that shit, but motherfucker live in a treacherous world. You gotta ride around with a little pistol sometimes, you know, especially you on that type of time right there. You got enemies, you be motherfucking, you know, so it's all set up for failure though. No way around it. All that shit set up for failure. And RIP to G Real. Shout out to all the cats that's from the A, from the D, all y'all that's white, black, Mexican. I see y'all out there because I know for a young Caucasian to grow up in them environments right there, you do get a complex and you do gotta go harder. And motherfuckers think that you be fake, but you know, you got to prove yourself 5 more times. That shit just makes you even more of a savage though at the end of the day. And if you can grow to be in your adult years and get away from all that bullshit right there, those skill sets right there, that mental fortitude, that should take you a long ways in life. But y'all let me know what y'all think. What y'all think about G Real right here, and you know, white Crips and white gang members like himself. Let me know down there in the comments. And shit, once again, this is the month of May. I'm giving out $50 at the end of this month to the top commenter. So make sure y'all staying engaged with that. Hit that like button for your boy if you're this far in the video. And to the next one. Gone.